Yo, what's good, y'all? Yo, you hear the birds singing? I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute. But you have come back to the second segment now of the Born Again Believers MF. I'm just gonna say it, Born Again Believers, motherfucker. This the Born Again Believer motherfucking show. So check this out, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, that tuned in, man. Those organic numbers in 24 hours was dope, man. Show love, man. Show love, please. Continue to share it. Continue to stick with us, man. It's gonna get better and better and better, man. Thank you. So, with that being said, I got my co-host with me, Mr. King Khan, on the line, and I wish y'all could see him right now because he got it all on. And when I say all on, he looking like he rap for 1017 right now with these chains around his neck, man. So, what's good with it, man?
Hey, you already know, man. We going trying to get on a couple of issues that popped up. I know we didn't want to jump on the segment until sometime this weekend, man. And I know the Memorial Day is coming, but as you know, Caucasians is acting the ass,
Again.
and we got to jump in on it a little bit earlier. I want to say special shout out to all the viewers and everybody that been listening and just kicking it with us, man. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all, and keep on listening because it's not a thing about getting bigger or badder or being the most famous. This is about sharing information and letting us know that we can talk as adults and we can talk amongst ourselves. That's our biggest message. Talk amongst ourselves, and then we can go talk to them later.
Hey, keep this black.
You heard me. You heard me.
If you sharing this with somebody, man, share this with our kind.
No disrespect. We'll talk to y'all later.
Share this with our kind, man.
We'll talk to y'all later. But
yeah.
Let us talk.
Right now, we need therapy amongst each other.
Yes, we need to talk to ourselves right quick, man.
Yeah. So, got my man King Khan in here. Secondly, I got my man King Drew in here, all the way down there in Lafayette, Louisiana. What's good with it, baby?
What's good, man?
What's up?
Just staying black, staying ready for that attack.
Yeah.
Cause every day, man, it's some new bullshit.
Already.
It's always something. Just out here trying to enlighten as many as I can. Especially the youngs, the young bloods right now, because man, it's so much stuff shifting right now, especially in my area.
Yeah.
That a lot of our people are just not aware of, and it's disturbing.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and some of the things you talked about earlier before we got on camera, man, that news haven't even made it this way.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been. That's not public news, so which is one of the real reasons I was kind of saddened by hearing the information because I was so misinformed.
Man.
Or I was so uninformed, I should say. Because misinformed mean I was told about it was a lie. I was uninformed because I wasn't told at all about it.
Crazy.
Wow.
You told me.
Until now, yeah. So
that
we definitely.
The importance of this page that you're gonna be finding out news across different people in our areas that you don't know going on because this local news.
Yeah.
If it ain't big enough, it don't make breaking news.
Yeah.
It's just local news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo. So check this out, man. Shout out to y'all for showing up, man. I appreciate y'all. Man, before we get started, I just want to say salute to y'all boys, man. Shalom. Let's have it. Let's have it out. All right. Woo. So, we got things in the news standing out lately, like the Texas shooter down at the elementary school. If I'm not mistaken, I think what I saw was 14 kids killed and one teacher killed. Have y'all heard anything about this?
Yeah. I think it's up to 18. The number has risen up to 18 casualties during that.
19.
19 now.
Yeah, and it was 19 what I heard. So it's some misinformation going around.
Yeah.
So it's probably more.
It's probably more.
19 kids.
Yep.
Wow, man. What's up? Speak on that, Paul.
The thing is, the weirdest thing about it is that finding out right now as we're discussing it, now you're starting to see the media get a hold of things. You're starting to see the PR of these people get in front of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it started out at a very low number. It was 12 victims happened, and 2 of them were faculty. That was the first initial number off break. Now it's risen to 18. That was the information I just gave. And now King Drew just came through and gave us the information that it's 19. So now I'm starting to, I'm just getting in front of it on my end. I'm starting to question, how many people are there really?
Yeah.
And what nationality are they that you are hiding? Because I seen one newscasting, and I don't mean to bring this up. I love all my Latino crowd, and big ups to them, and you know what I mean. And we all fight the same struggle, but at this point in time, we can't talk like that. There was 4 Latino children that died inside of that made breaking news. And please don't take this the wrong way, but what I'm just trying to pinpoint is, why does the number keep going up in deaths, and you only want us to pay attention to 4 of them? Why do I only hear news about 4 of these kids? That only makes me as a person think about what them other kids look like that you're not trying to tell me. You're not trying to piss us off, huh? You don't want to say what it really is, do you? You don't want to say that most of them kids was black, huh? You don't want to say
not in the heat of what just happened, right?
Yeah, after what just happened, and y'all playing, because you know this is a business. Government is a business. They got PR. They got people that got to jump in front of this. I got to get on top of this and whoa. It don't look like that. But the number keep going up. The first number was 12. I mean, God bless all the people who lost their lives. And I feel for the parents, because I could not imagine losing my child after trusting the systems that are made up to know that I send my child to school. I expect for that boy to come home. I expect for him to tell me about his day. I expect to get on his ass because he left something before he left. And my child don't come home, and you tear that away from me because y'all don't got the balls to pay attention to these kids when they hurting, man.
Okay.
Or pay attention to the signs of somebody has a problem with these kids and how they look.
Look, they ain't trying to deal with accountability, man. They don't give a fuck about that.
Some shit.
Yeah. It's messed up. I don't, like I said, a lot of people say don't speak on it until you get all the information. Well, I say it like I've had this information fed to me for over 600 years of how mass killings happen, and most of them are black, and they're mostly minorities, and they happen in bad neighborhoods. Like, I don't know when you tell me, if you tell me a news story, I'll be like, I gotta get the information correct. But when it's the same old fucking story every time, bro, I don't need no new information, nigga.
But it get deeper though, because why is it that every time there's a fucking shooting, these people always kill themselves, and then you never see an image of the dead body?
What?
You never see them. You never see the image of the killed. They killed themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They give you some random fucking person, but they don't really, like, it's either a Mexican or some weird ass white boy, but they never really show the evidence of this person being killed. And then as time goes by, the parents or the people related to these people, you don't hear shit. You don't hear nothing. Like, as the week goes by, everybody goes about their day, their week, Everybody forgets about all of that shit. You still remember the people that got killed, but you don't remember the person that killed them.
And the funny thing in this particular case, as you brought that up, if this was, and everybody who's listening, we don't gotta spell it out what we're trying to say. We don't gotta spell it out. Like
you might have to. You might have to just be forward. You might just have to be forward.
Well, what we're trying to say that this was a planned assassination. This was a terrorist attack built from our own government. And the fact that my king brother Drew brought up that fact is funny because the story is that he killed his grandmother before he left the house.
All right.
So we killed the witnesses that could be able to back up the story too, huh?
Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some shit?
Yep. Yeah. Wow. You know, like, damn. That's some amazing.
Y'all clean up the mess, don't you?
Yeah, they always doing this.
Damn.
These people slick, and go ahead and believe that those two people that's the head of the state, the president and the VP, are with us. Go ahead and believe that.
Nah,
we have
never would.
We have no correlation with those two people.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
As spokesman for the black delegation, we do not tolerate that type of fuckery. We don't tolerate that over here.
Shit.
No. So like, yeah, that shooting shit, man, that shit was very fucked up, man. Because they being so secretive with the nationalities of those that were victims. I think that's damage control. I think that they trying to prevent a wildfire from blooming amongst our community.
Actually, I think they want it to happen.
I don't think they want that shit to happen. Not yet, at least. Not yet, at least. I think everything is about data. Everything is about data and the collection of information. You know what I'm saying? And the advancement of technology, if possible. Right? So, like, let's say they are doing little things to taunt and provoke us, right? Somebody's sitting back watching how we respond and react to it, right? So when the day that they really do want to flip the switch, they know exactly what extent to go to and how to make it happen to execute the plan that they really want to see happen. The sad thing is, niggas is undertrained and their thought process isn't in the right place. There are a lot of people that are more focused on self than others. And when I say others, that could be your neighbor, that could be family members, that could be so-called friends, that could be associates, co-workers, that could be just your race, period. Especially your race. I don't know that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we got to get a grip on that, man. Like that support of culture, of race, culture, that new word they like, I don't like it. I want to keep it like nationality, man, like keep it one, you know what I'm saying? Keep it one. I don't care about all of the breakdowns and the divisions of religion. I just concern myself with one. He looked like me. I see him, I see me, you know what I'm saying? When some dirt go down like what we witnessing like with that school shooting shit, I got kids old enough to be in a school like that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit sparks a fire inside of me.
Man.
A fire that makes me want to, like, really flip out. And those ain't even my children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that about even us. Unarmed black men being gunned down. Just like recently, the young boy that just got shot in the back of the neck and the back of the head down in Houston by the Houston Police Department. I hear like they rushed him. Soon as he was on the ground, that's when he caught the bullets. in the back of the neck and in the back of the head, and you got him down, face down on the ground. I don't know if he was cuffed or not. I want to hope he was cuffed.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that today. Like damn. Dude got out the car and he said, "Oops."
Yeah. And he did. Hey, guess what? So they say allegedly, right, that he did not have a gun on him, but they found a gun in his backpack.
Okay, so
I bet. Now they got a gun in his backpack, right? Listen.
So hold on before you go there. Even with a gun in a backpack, do he deserve death?
No.
Like, you're not going to take the weapon. You're not going to apprehend the individual. You're not going to take the weapon, run the serial number. You know what I'm saying? If it come back hot, take that man on where he need to go. Instead, if I got a weapon on me and I'm legal, you going to gun me down just like old boy, what's his name, Castillo? Rest in peace. The guy that got gunned down by the officer in the car next to his lady. And I think a child was in the back seat, and he was a concealed carrier. And he told the officer that, and the officer told him to get the license. As soon as he reached for the license, the officer unloaded on him.
Yeah, you won't unload on the motherfucker that just killed 10 black people with a fucking AK in the store that drove 4 hours to get to the hood to kill. You won't kill that motherfucker. You won't let his bitch ass walk out of the store and then cuff him and give him a bottle of water to make sure that he good with his white bitch ass. And you gonna sit him in the fucking car. You gonna sit this bitch ass nigga in the fucking car and let him have a trial.
Yeah, pat him on the back too. They pat him on the back too.
Pat him on the fucking back.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's what we doing in this country.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
Did you see all the obscenities written on his weapon?
Man.
That man had nigger written on the front sight post of it. On the side of the bus stop, that motherfucker had, "Here's your reparations," I think it said.
Oh, wow.
This motherfucker This motherfucker had people's names written on it. I think Dylan Roof's name was written on the gun. This motherfucker had shit written all over that motherfucker. Like, this motherfucker, matter of fact, this motherfucker had been online talking about it for months so out here.
Man.
What he was gonna
this
do.
Shit,
and nobody shadow banned that shit. Nobody reported that shit. Said that he was influenced by white supremacists. And that he is a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga.
They orchestrated this shit. This is yeah.
A war
This
come.
is orchestrated.
A war come. I'm telling you. War come.
It's coming.
Before we get to war, let's get to the issue on when it comes to this gun violence thing. And I hate to be the one that always got to turn it on this ugly head. It got to come back to the point. So where do we start? How do we start talking to our people that look like us? I know that we have mass murderings where they're killing 12 people in one area, and it happens to be a white man. And it happens to be a crack, man. Fuck all that shit. I hate to be so. It happened to be a crack on most of the time. What about when we get our own, we do our own like that, bro?
What you mean?
We talking about Louisiana, you just had a girl got hit.
Yeah, we just had, you know, I've been saying this for a while.
It just had something to do with.
It's two, actually.
Ignorance, lack of understanding, lack of resources. Because I'm not gonna just tell it and say that this is just a nigga being a nigga. We're gonna stop putting that shit like that. This is a situation of somebody's hurt and they feel like they gotta take somebody's life for it.
Man, you know what? You gotta wonder too, man, how many informants out here in the streets, man. And this is
there's a lot of these bitch ass motherfuckers.
And this is part of the order, like, yo, we need you to go do this, blah, 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 blah. And for his freedom, that nigga gonna go do that shit.
They got so you trying to say they got killers on hand for that.
You know how they that costs money.
But I don't have. Let me tell you that I don't got evidence of that.
That's why I said what if.
Yeah, I got the idea of it. You know what I'm saying? What you saying? That shit makes sense. That would be the easiest way to say that. Well, you know what? I believe I'm gonna give you an example, and just give me a few seconds. I believe what you're saying is true when it came down to the riots that happened down there in Jackson. What is it?
All over the place.
Yeah, all the riots that was happening because of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I don't believe we started them.
We don't fuck with that.
Inserts.
We don't fuck with Black Lives Matter.
Wait. Let me finish.
Don't fuck with that. Don't fuck with that,
what
man.
I'm saying is,
Don't fuck with that, man.
well, let me finish.
I can't let you finish on that, man. Hey, man. I can't let you finish on that, man. I gotta cease the fuckery. I gotta cease the bullshit. No.
First of all, what I'm telling you in the beginning, those people was doing good work.
Wait, what?
They was doing good work.
They wasn't doing shit. They were bait.
They wasn't. No,
They was lying. They was lying on the fence, man. I'm telling you. What? They was bait. They was bait. Man, they knew somebody always on top of something, man. Black empowerment, man. Let's give them black empowerment. But the whole time, Whitey got his fist in it, man, just scraping away the bread.
All the time.
Giving it to the police department, bruh. The bread was going to the police department.
They endorsed the black woman that came up with the idea. Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Guess who funded it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why they.
Guess who funded it?
I was about to,
Yes.
I know feminists not
Okay.
what I'm about to say, but that's the reason why they motherfucking employed a woman. They knew that bitch would fall to the ground and we would.
Exactly. Emotions.
Your emotional ass.
Emotions.
Nigga, it's about something. When it come to war, this cutthroat, this war.
Out there the whole time getting that guap.
Yeah, and then the bad part is, and she different. You know what? Fuck it, you're right. And the motherfucker over here, carpet liquor, her ass sitting over there taking the time trying to get her bitch right. Ain't no nigga ever made it in the world trying to chase a bitch. I don't care what a bitch doing.
Yeah. Hey, and she biased. Yay. If you a man, you can't come up on stage and speak on behalf of that sector. You got to be a woman.
Oh no! See now that
and you got to be of the community. You know what I'm saying? Not of their community. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
There's no disrespect to that community. That's your choice, and respect.
But that's what they was doing. They was controlling the airwaves. Like, we not finna have a alpha male lion come up here and roar.
Never.
It's finna be somebody. It's finna be somebody that's prancing over the gumdrops and sugar plums, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's on mine.
You gotta be a tap dancing nigga to make it in this
bruh.
motherfucker.
You gotta do like that young boy do on them videos, man, where they got that hey babe, and you know that nigga sliding on the tiptoes. Say, I seen homeboy do that barefoot on the asphalt outdoors, man. I couldn't believe what I was gazing upon. I said, you know what? Hey, as tired as these feet is right here, I already know. I can imagine what they would look like afterwards, and how they gonna feel, how they gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? Like, these junk gonna burn, man. If I get out here and slide barefoot on the street, man.
Man.
And that man did that junk in a complete square. I even think he went up on the grass and hit the sidewalk with it. You know what I'm saying? He was all over with it. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta love the enthusiasm.
Shit.
You did. Hey, look at that. Hey, shout out to him though, because we needed that positive. We needed that positive wave of energy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Michael Jackson would have to pull him in the bike room and be like, "Show me that."
Man.
Yeah, like Forrest Gump showed Elvis Presley how to do the Bruce Wayne shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I need that.
Man.
Michael Jackson probably would have been like, "This is what's gonna carry me to the end of my
So,
career."
yeah, of course. That would have been the next.
The moonwalk and this.
The moonwalk, crotch grab, then
What?
hey, baby.
Hey, guess who can dance like Michael Jackson?
Who?
King Drew.
What?
On everything. On everything.
Hold up, Slim.
Yo, on everything I love. This man giving Usher a run for his money. You hear me? Yo, with roller skates or without them, how he want it.
Yeah, he wanted it.
How he want it.
Soon as I see King Drew, it's on site, build the circle, and put the
Oh, man.
Hey, I see some footage of this man get loose now.
Don't be trying to give me the spreadsheet, nigga.
Hey, man. A lot of the new shit y'all be saying, man. I created all the moves, man.
Man, hey, that's all I'ma say. That's all I'ma say. That's all I'ma say. That's all I'ma say.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, but
Hey, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now.
No problems. He said, man, you know what I'm saying?
Back in my day, boy. Hey. I don't know about barefoot, but with some socks on, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, me and Michael Jackson, I showed him that backslide.
So yeah, there's another point I want to talk about before we get into what you want
Yeah.
or what's next.
Yeah.
How about this, man? And I'm gonna start with you, King Drew. Man, the dude that shot up the grocery store, right, up in Buffalo, he only getting charged on one body count.
Yo, oh man. You, you know, my cousin told me that yesterday.
Yeah.
Cute. Yep. I mean, if this don't wake every nigga in the world up that you ain't shit in the eyes of these motherfuckers.
And hey, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if I interject right quick.
Yep.
Here's why you niggas ain't shit. Hey, here's why your motherfucking ugly ass ain't shit, nigga. Look me in my motherfucking face while I talk to you, nigga. This is why you ain't shit, man.
God damn.
Cause in the motherfucking Constitution, nigga, it still got you listed as 3/5 of a man, nigga. You consider the animal amongst the motherfucking livestock. To this day, they have yet to amend that. That's why they can slaughter us and get a minimal charge. It's like violating the hunting code.
I mean, they're letting you know it's still alive. They're
Do
letting you know.
you know
the way they
that?
operate
Do you
still
know
works.
what the police are and represent?
Slave catchers, baby.
Police were slave catchers, bro.
Slave catchers.
They still doing the same shit.
Man, boy, this shit dumb.
They still doing the same shit, bro. Except this time they blind us with a, huh?
You gotta explain it to them. You gotta explain it to the people in the back. They not understanding that when we got our freedom, they used to go out and motherfucking and make us tell us that we gotta buy our freedom.
Yeah,
What y'all niggas living off of now? Parole?
yeah,
What y'all got to pay when you get out these court fees?
yeah.
It hasn't changed. Nothing is gonna be different. Bounty hunters, they kill on demand. If your head is motherfucker worth enough, you won't make it back to talking trial. Nigga, ain't nothing changed. And if y'all don't see that,
Still going down.
Okay.
don't let that man come up here and tell y'all knowledge about 3/5 of a man. And y'all say, yeah, I heard that. I know you did.
Know that, nigga. Don't heard it. Know that, nigga. Animal. Animal.
Yeah.
Animal. Motherfucking animal. Nigga.
Hey, man, you ain't gonna
Nigga.
They don't got you on the chopping block just because you can go jump high and go be in the NFL or the NBA, nigga. You think that's the slave quarters, nigga? They got us in the slave quarters right now. We just ain't valuable to them.
I'm telling you.
At all, yeah.
Valuable to them, nigga. You ain't one of them big stocking niggas that they be like, I can make a good million, a couple billion off of. See, LeBron James is a good nigga. That's a prime choice, nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
you get somebody like that.
That's the nigga that you put in front of the guests to wrestle with his best slave, and when he win, he get an ice cold beer.
And then when we motherfucking want to have the guests, and we want to make sure that we keep indecisive in the situations between the black people, we send a nigga out there like Colin Kaepernick to be the opposition. So now we still got dark skin versus light skin, but they fighting for the same fucking thing. But you won't know that.
Right, because they're gonna keep you separate.
Gonna keep you separate because you know what? We got a little bit more melanin than other niggas, so we different.
Now, you know what it is? You know what it is? If they kept us together, after a while, you know, let's say I'm a slave, right? And you a motherfucking slave, right?
Right.
And you the field nigga, you the dark skinned nigga.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? You know, which he is on earth, man, nigga. You know, and I'm the light skinned house nigga. Hey, but genuinely speaking, paper sack brown. They put us in front of the motherfucking guests. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And guess what? I'm whooping your motherfucking ass. You hear me?
God damn.
Hey, just listen. I'm whooping your ass all over the front room. You hear me? I'm talking about mercilessly. I'm whooping your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know, after me whooping your ass for so many days in a row while this guest here visited, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to give you another chance the next day. I'm whoop your ass worse than I did the first day. You ain't going to get a chance to heal. You know what I'm saying? So if they keeping us in the same place.
What did I do?
Listen, just listen, man. Just listen. So, if they keep us in the same place, man.
You being black, nigga.
Listen. Oh, man. Look, if they keep us in the same place, right, after I've been whooping your ass for several days, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, you gonna muster up the strength to be like, hey, bro. Fuck is you whooping my ass for? You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, I'm gonna sit back and think about that shit. I don't even know. I just know, you know, I don't even know. I just know I can't go. So goddamn, we come together after that and be like, man, fuck that shit. Next time they put us out there to fight, you know, next time I said fight. Next time they put us out there for me to whoop your ass, right?
Oh man.
Hey,
shit.
We gonna lock up. And as we get close enough to them while we tussling, we just gonna turn on them and kill everybody in the room. Right. So, goddamn, that's why they ain't gonna let us stay together. And that go on in real life today. That's why we can't fuck with those in England. That's why we can't fuck with those in Africa, Japan, Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Mexico, barely. You know what I'm saying? Like, anywhere we at. If we get together and get to talking, we're going to put our resources together and bridge a gap and make family. And it's just like when Joseph was able to bring his family out there to live outside of Egypt, right? Them joints, what they say, waxed so great that they outnumbered the Egyptians.
Right.
The new Pharaoh saw this and felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, we got to do something with that, man, before they get the mind to do something with us and take everything from us.
Right.
So here you go with bondage. It's a repeat. It's the same playbook every generation. Yo,
Damn, man,
I'm
this
here to
shit,
point that
bro.
shit out, dog, so people can really start applying this right here, right? So we can break some chains, man, and get together and get it popping.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
If you look at the
That's it.
generations, if you look at the generations up under us, right, they have no love for anything that's gonna elevate them outside of a goddamn video game. They love fucking each other. You know what I'm saying? They love swallowing pills. They love Molly and ecstasy. They love Mary Jane. They love goddamn cocaine.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
niggas was selling drugs.
That
back then.
Medellin.
How in the fuck they started doing this shit? They was selling too much.
No.
Niggas said, "Let me try this shit."
Look,
Like, god
look,
damn.
check this out. Hey, I'm about to fuck you up. I'm about to fuck you up, man. Look, this how the system do it, right?
Shit. The fuck happened?
Hey,
God.
this how the system do it, man. The system took God out of everything.
Yep. They killed Michael Jackson.
No, just watch the pattern. This nigga crazy. Look, this nigga crazy. Shit, bro. Look, they took. That man crazy. Your cousin warned me about you. He warned me about you. He told me to get a chain and a choke collar very soon. Keep it near. Look, so the government took God out of everything, right? The system.
And then they took Prince. Yep.
And then they motherfucking said you can't discipline your kids no more.
Facts.
Right?
Nah.
Then they came down with child support and started locking the fathers that already couldn't get jobs
Facts.
Well, shit.
the fuck up,
Yep.
along with the motherfucking criminals. So therefore you have a woman, hey, I'm gonna just speak for my time, right? You got a young woman that's on government assistance thinking that she's doing something because she got her own crib.
Man.
And she got a little bit of car sitting outside that barely put back and forth to the club. You know what I'm saying? And
Bruh.
she got ant farms worth of children running around that motherfucker. And not one king in sight. Right?
Yo, the crazy thing is, as you explaining this, I still try to. How the fuck do you have a feminist movement, bro?
It's a yo. That movement is strictly because I don't want to be recognized for my part in anything that's fucked up.
But okay, but you don't. But you want us to.
We're gonna overlook. That's vanity, bro. We're gonna overlook what you think about what the fuck we doing, and we just gonna focus on the empowerment part, the push. That's what
you
that
just
is.
want to just have all the,
Bruh, hey, ain't none of them ever.
crazy.
Listen. Ain't none of them ever did nothing wrong. Ain't none of them hoes. Ain't none of them. You imagine, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them ever did nothing outside of go to church and go to school and work they ass off and exercise. That's the forecast.
That's the lie
That's the forecast. That's the G code to them. But we ain't even gonna get on that done.
let me tell you, goddamn it, you get gone. Just go on from that conversation. Go on.
Yeah.
That's an exhausting fucking conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to have.
That shit is exhausting.
We can't touch that. But what we need to touch is this. See, we genuinely recognize that there's an issue, that there's a problem, right? We don't have, and I almost say won't have a resolution. Don't nobody want to act like they faded by anything that's going on. Don't nobody want to get together with the next man because the way we living is every man for themselves. And so no, with that comes lack of trust. Just like the Wild Wild West. Nigga, you show up on my land, everybody got a gun in their goddamn hand. And you be like, yo, I'm just passing
Yep.
through, my nigga, looking for a meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We damn near at that level right now. Look what the fuck you did, nigga. You just allowed Georgia to be a gun
Man.
toting state with no license.
What, Louisiana too.
Damn. Texas
Yeah,
was
we-
already there.
Yeah, we Wild West out here.
You don't need no
Oh no, you
concealed
don't
carry.
need no license to carry out here.
So,
Just go get it.
You just go get a gun and put that bitch in your car.
crazy.
Oh, my bad.
You good?
we got a young one.
Hey, he's so tired he ain't even hear that.
He said don't say that.
He said, "Don't say that." Hey, I ain't mad at him. He know that word wrong. He right.
Dang,
He
so
right. I'm wrong.
they pretty much turned everybody loose dang near in the South almost.
You see why?
Mm-hmm.
You
That-
understand why?
That look like it's a setup. So every nigga you pull over got a strap on him, kill him.
Kill him.
Yeah, that's it. That's what's going on.
That seems like a setup.
We assume.
I said
You
it seems. Keyword seems. You know, like a setup.
You know what happened to that the man in Baton Rouge, huh?
What's that?
The one they pulled him over, and the police tried to cover that up. That happened in 2019. Oh no, 2020. They pulled him over, and they beat this man to death.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
And then the officer that died told the truth about that shit. Or did he get
Yeah.
killed or did he commit suicide?
He committed suicide. He couldn't live with himself no more. Youngsville police officer.
He told the truth on that.
Yeah, he couldn't do it no more. And there's so many Youngsville cops, there's so many cops out here that's just doing so much dirt. I had one police officer, and sad to say, he was a black man. And when I was doing music back in the day, he said to me at the in the studio, because he's a recording artist too. He said, "Man, I love being a cop." He said, because the days that I'm frustrated, I get to just beat people up for no reason, just to get my frustration out. I said, "Man, you really just said that?"
That nigga wicked
He said,
in the
yeah.
mall. He wicked as fuck.
He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Man."
He talking
He
to a
said,
demon.
Like, are you like, wow, like that's how they really think. Like that's a real thought process.
Yeah.
Like these people really don't care, bro.
Because
Like, they don't
they
put you
got
in court
immunity.
just to fight.
They got immunity.
They cowards.
No, the state has given them immunity.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
absolutely.
when you see them charged for murders, they get the slap on the wrist.
That's it.
Once they break that immunity, they supposed to be charged as criminals.
Yes, sir.
But they take that's why my sister, she was going to be a cop. I feel like God blocked her from doing that.
Straight
And
up.
it was some kind of tactic they did to where she signed the contract and she wasn't able to become an officer. But it was so much dirt that they were doing, like to become an officer. Because once you sign that contract,
They were hazing.
you agreeing to be a part of that clique.
They were hazing.
Yeah, like you have to protect your people. That's your people now. It don't matter your color.
The
That's
people
your
you going through with.
Yep, that's your people. That's how they rock. And you know, it's extremely unfortunate because they make the black folks do more than the white officers. They actually make the white officers out here look better than the black officers.
Man, I done been arrested.
Yeah, and it's mainly niggas.
I'm
Yeah.
a real life cat, dog. Man. Damn.
Yeah, they do that. They do that.
I had shut up for a second. I was just listening to this shit like, word.
Like, you a brother
Yeah.
talking to me like that?
That's it. That's how they do
Yeah.
it. Like, I got a ticket, man. I drive the speed limit. I got pulled over by a black officer in Youngsville, and he gave me a ticket for so-called speeding. I wasn't speeding. I was doing the speed limit. He clocked somebody ahead of me, and actually he was driving, so ain't no way he could have clocked me. So, you know, and he putting his hand by his weapon when I get out the vehicle. So, you know, I just cooperated. I gave him all the information, and he still wrote me the ticket. I got pulled over by another a white officer. Gave me a warning. I had a better experience with the white officer than I did with the black officer. Then somebody hit me from behind at a light. The black officer that pulled me over, he was a mixed black and I guess he was a mixed nigga. But he pulled me over, and I mean he interrogated me. You got insurance, this and that. I'm like, dude. I said, I called you. I said, did I call you for you to interrogate me, or did I call you because I got hit? I got hit from behind in the accident. He said, bro, I need to see. I said, man, bro. I said, be real. I said, I can make some phone calls right now and make this happen and make this real hard for you. So however we got to do this, bro. I said, I didn't call on you to be harassed like this.
Yeah.
Like, so I got my insurance information, gave it to him. Dude acting like no other asshole than the other. Like, I got in somebody hit me in the parking lot. White officer pulls me over. Cool as hell. It's a system going on out here for black officers, bro. Like, I'm starting to notice the pattern. These black officers are really some assholes in Lafayette. But the white officers, man, they chilling. They really chilling, bro. They not hard on nobody like that.
So
it's
weird,
man.
I believe it, like you try to say, you gotta be a part of that clique. Do you believe that a black person just got different initiation things he has to do to be a part of it?
Absolutely.
Initiation to be a part of this, because I have seen glimpses of the information that they got handbooks, skull and bones, and a way that they live their whole life as a policeman. And I heard that there's inner circles that go along with correctional officers as well. There's a lot of different things for me, because I was in my past life, I was a custody officer, so I dealt with the mentally insane. So the unit I worked at, every time you see a person that go do a mass murderer, perfect example. The guy who if he wasn't dead somehow, shot up that school, he would get sent to where I worked.
Oh, wow.
And I would house him for 30 days to establish, is he insane, or do we send him to public population? That was my job. Not a correctional officer, a custody officer. I basically was a babysitter for the most craziest people in the fucking world. So even in that lower level of officer, they have a statue of vacancy. Like they have an Illuminati, so you will, if I can say. There's a handbook.
Basically.
There's parties.
The masonry.
There's a parties that you get invited to. If you came to that barbecue, you in. If you didn't, they still thinking about you. Niggas is getting the raises automatically, no drug test. But you gotta go do your drug test before you get your raise. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so hearing you say this, I'm like, it's not far-fetched. So you trying to tell us Y'all wonder why we want to defund the police, though. All I want, wait. Let's get,
Hey, that's like breaking up the mob.
yeah, that's what. Something has to happen.
What needs
some
to happen
fireworks.
is these fucking quiet ass niggas that's in the fucking force need to start talking and uniting. But them niggas so fucking scared of the system that they bitch ass is they not uniting. They not stepping up because they know what's going on is not right. But they so coward that they not even willing to step up and say nothing about it. They just going with the flow.
I don't believe that niggas is cowards. I believe that niggas have been offered some type of water that they've never tasted.
Bruh.
This is true too.
Wait, let me speak on that, Kay. I believe these niggas have been offered a different taste of water they've never tasted. White people will give you a taste of what it feels to be white.
Oh boy, you said something right here.
They'll give you a little sip. Police, being a police
to be privileged, really.
Political power, celebrity. I give you a little taste of how it feels to be white.
Do boy.
But you gonna do whatever the fuck I say.
Yeah, you gonna be that do boy.
This is true.
You gonna do whatever if I say. But then when you meet up with the real niggas, you extra white.
Slave.
I done made mine, nigga.
Slave.
I'm here now.
Slave.
I don't do that shit. Them motherfuckers would be like, I don't even see racism. What are you talking about?
House nigga. House nigga.
Yeah.
House nigga.
I haven't seen a racist person in my life. There's no such thing as a racist Trump supporter.
What? If you agree with that agenda, that man over there blowing out his motherfucking ass, you are exactly that.
Brother, first of all, and we gonna keep it funky. I definitely don't agree with his agenda, but the motherfucker was that nigga was meant for what he was meant for. He was entertainer. Ronald Reagan.
No.
When the CEO of Merrill Lynch came out on the podium, when Ronald Reagan was speaking, Ronald Reagan turned around. This is the CEO of Merrill Lynch now. This nigga tapped Ronald Reagan on the shoulder. This nigga stopped talking.
Yeah, that's elite power.
That's elite power of the banking system. That's elite power that nigga don't
Who
need
you think
shit.
owned the banking system?
Come on. I got the pyramid too, man.
What was his name?
It's probably with a J, huh?
God damn it. I'm about to go to my damn notes. Hold on.
Not J.P. Morgan.
I can tell you a story about J.P. Morgan.
I think I know, but
The Titanic.
I would like to hear.
The Titanic
I think
story.
the audience needs to hear this.
The Titanic story.
Tell the story,
Yep,
man.
you sure can.
Feel it.
Yeah.
They need to hear this.
From my understanding, J.P. Morgan owned and paid the money to build the Titanic, and the Titanic was a ship basically built to kill those millionaires that was against a central banking system. Everybody that was on that boat that died, that was a millionaire, was a person that opposed to having a central banking system in the United States of America. Also, I heard that I think that he was warned like 7 or 8 times that he was about to head into a bunch of ice, like sheets going across the ocean bed.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, he ignored those messages because he was a Jesuit priest. The captain of the ship was a Jesuit priest, but he was the type of priest that didn't have to wear like the uniform. He could blend in with regular people. So he had orders, from my understanding, allegedly, right, to drive that ship through that ice and sink it. And from what I understand, he had that ship at full speed ahead and plowed through about 80 miles of that ice before I guess it struck that bird and sank.
Boy, that's so dumb. God damn.
Yeah, but those allegedly, those members on the boat were the millionaires of this country's establishment that was against a central banking system.
It would make sense because they was housed in that would make sense because those people were housed in the same area where they had common folk with.
Bro, they were black.
Oh wow,
Now that would make way more sense.
wow. So it went wow.
I'm just saying, in the ideas of that time, that would make way more sense.
That was a black boat.
That was a black boat.
Oh, these people something serious, boy. Oh,
And they put Leonardo DiCaprio on the front of the damn movie.
they do. Man, look at this. They do this
Should've
shit
left
all the
Leo
time.
out of this. He had nothing to do with it.
It was probably blending. It's probably white women with black men.
You ain't lying.
Crazy. This shit crazy.
Could have been that. And the white woman, she was on the boat after a black man. I don't want the white dick anymore. I want the black one. It's
Yeah.
better.
Yo, because on some real
I
shit,
want the bigger and
hey,
better.
on some real shit, just like you saw with old boy that was rich, the white boy, he would have worried about save his motherfucking life, and he would have left that bitch and did everything he could to save his life, white boy. But the black man would have had enough respect to sacrifice his life to save the woman,
You damn
especially
right. That's it.
especially if he loved her,
Look at that shit.
especially if he loved her. So
Yep.
them niggas at the bottom of the ship probably was black folks.
Oh, it had to be black folks.
Yeah, the way he was setting up Leonardo. I think so. You trying to say Leonardo DiCaprio was black?
He was playing a black role, but they painted it white.
You play,
Yo,
painted it white.
now that would be some shit.
bro. If that come out, if that ever come out,
Yo,
if that ever come out,
yo, what if I told you this? All the Greek gods, all the Greek mythology, Medusa, all that shit, right? All that shit real, and they all was black.
The Greek, yeah, I looked into that shit too. Yeah. Shit, the Jews were black. The actual real
Bro.
Jews were black.
Bro, we ruled the earth prior to slavery.
That's why Hitler said. What did Hitler say?
He knew who God's jewelry was.
He knew exactly.
He said, "Those are the children of Israel. Those are God's children, His jewelry,
Yep.
His most prized possession."
His most prized possession.
He said that.
I think it was somebody from Russia that said that's amazing that black people go to, was that Italy?
Yeah.
The Jewish country and then come back white.
Yo, this what I heard. Africans will say that you left here Africans and now you have returned Europeans.
Yeah. Who said that?
Our
Who
blacks,
said that?
our blacks are so far off from each other.
Oh,
So
it's
check
bad.
this
It's
out. Here goes some African news. Like Africans, they have resources. They understand that they work them, they mine them. You know what I'm saying? They have land. They have all these. They have kings over there. You know what I'm saying? That we have access to, right? But what they don't have is the mental capacity of how the white man thinks and how he works. We do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dividing line between us uniting as a brotherhood to share information on how they strategize. Because, come on, we are 9 ether beings against 6 ether beings. You know what I'm saying? We have what you call a third eye, and our melanin charges us up to be a little, well, not a little, but way more intelligent, way more gifted, way more athletic, way more everything better than anything on this motherfucking planet. We are the direct sentence of the Most High. We are His direct blood, you know what I'm saying? In human form, His extensions. We are the creators having a human experience. Meaning.
That's why when you say nigga, nigga, it's nigga.
Negus.
Like
Negus.
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 That's king.
King. Black
Niggas.
king.
We a black king. That's not niggas not what them white folks made it.
Or you can say peace God. Because you are a demigod. You are his direct extension. Half flesh, half God.
This is true. That's why, man. It's like when we get hit in a tough spot in life. Like, don't you notice, like, when she get real for your life? Don't you notice, like, your creativity level just amplifies?
It's the best ever. It's the best ever.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a heartbreak.
Yeah.
The best ever. Like musically, when I used to write music, right? Let's say in my last marriage, me and my
put his glasses on.
yeah. Let's say in my last marriage, bruh, me and my old lady would get into it, or let's say that time when we was getting ready to divorce, I would write music about that shit. I would write it sober.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I would write it so fast because it would be like water running out of me. But by the time I put it on a project and put it out to the public, the first song that everybody said was the hardest song was that song that was driven by that emotion. Every time, bro. Every time.
Yep.
The most pain you have, bro.
So, and that's what they keeping. That's what they keeping back from the mainstream.
That's it.
Bro, we hear through music. Music is the only language understood globally, bro.
Whoa, you said something, bro. Oh,
real shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I lived in Germany. You can go to Germany right now. They might not even speak English, right? Put some goddamn 50 Cent or some goddamn Wu-Tang on, or some DaBaby or some Lil Baby. They gonna spit every word.
I like DaBaby.
Some Lil Wayne on. Put some Lil Wayne on over there. They gonna rap every English word. Crazy.
That's why I keep telling you. That's why the Nico said we are culture, man. He was speaking for all of us, man. It went from, like I said, it went from a situation where it was so many genres of music, but then when they figured out how influential rap music was,
I'm gonna tell you about Migos.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like me, I know Migos.
Hey.
I knew them before they blew.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Boosie Badass, the coldest nigga ever.
Man,
I can't even.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Boosie Badass for president, man. Boosie Badass for president.
No, Kevin Gates the nigga to me.
Not speaking down on the Boosie.
Boosie Badass, bro.
I'm never gonna speak down on Boosie.
Boosie Badass, bro. Boosie Badass for president.
Boosie. I'm just,
You don't have no negative content for him. You say you whatever you write.
Hey, I prefer his opinion, and I thugged to his music since day one. I thugged after his music since day one.
Kevin Gates hard.
You hear me?
I mean,
before the facial hair. I remember Boosie before the facial hair. I remember when it was him and man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I was on Boosie's set.
Boosie been wearing the same haircut since his debut.
That nigga sure has, bro. That nigga has not changed.
Bruh, and still going hard.
That nigga is one of the people who created to the hair to make everything. This is why you. If there was no Boosie, there'd be no Lil Yachty.
Flowers.
Yeah, okay.
Flowers.
Because Lil Yachty wore red hair for his whole career, so you knew who he was when he stepped on that fucking stage.
Yeah.
That's Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Boosie had that fade, so when he stepped on that stage, that's Boosie. That's like that. They take it all the way back to Christian Play. They go back to motherfucking Kid and Play. You knew who the high top fade nigga was.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a marketability brand, but it was like Boosie bigger than. This one thing about Boosie is, I remember when I went to the South and I didn't understand that nigga yet. Like, I remember when I was from up north, I was a Jim Jones, 50 Cent, like, those are my pioneers. And when niggas used to put on Boosie, I was like, I couldn't hear that nigga. But soon as I got drunk,
He's
hard.
I started getting into like an argument with niggas, and somebody put on some Boosie. I understood every fucking thing he was saying. It was just like,
That boy got soul. That boy got soul.
Like,
Yep.
you understand?
That boy got soul.
Well, you gotta get mad and drunk.
You
That's
gotta
all.
give him his props.
Hey,
That's
and you
why
know,
niggas out here, we fight.
on point with everything that we talking about. We need more men like Boosie that'll use their platform to be as vocal as he is about, you know, things that's of morale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things that's of a standard, that's of our culture, things that's, let me just say it, unfucking acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need more men in visible positions that people worship, so to speak. We know you feel the same way.
Yep.
But we also know who got their claws in your back. But man, where your nuts at? You know? Like,
Okay, man, shit. Yeah, niggas is bitch now.
where your nuts at, bro?
Like a lot of niggas are wearing vaginas while dykes are wearing dildos in their pants.
Oh,
Like,
man.
that's what's happening right now. Like, lesbians are walking around with dildos in their pants and hollering about they men.
Hey,
Like, this is the
you know
reality
what?
of
You know what?
life.
They winning. They winning.
They are winning.
That thing don't go down
I don't
until the
know.
battery
They
run
are.
out.
It's fucking sad, man. But like, it's too many bitch niggas running around this
That thing, I tell you, hey, they winning. And they could be walking. Hey, they could be walking around here with a Draco. You know what I'm saying? That thing ain't gonna go down until the battery run out. Hey, and it still might be going. It still might be going. That's why a lot of men lose it. That's why a lot of men in the house baking a cake, because they can't beat that damn dildo. They can't beat that damn battery. That goddamn battery that broke up a whole lot of homes, man.
Hey, man, through all the jokes and shit, man, I hope all men is listening and be like, man, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas something that my daddy told me, and I ain't gonna motherfucker pass information down to nobody else. Y'all motherfuckers sacrifice y'all life over a fun little feeling.
Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, man?
Wait a minute now. Put my game on. I'm gonna show you. Let me play it right.
Hey, get it together, man. Get it together, man. Get it live, bro. Get it live, bro. Get your act together, man. Tighten up. Tighten up over there. Tighten up. Get it together, man. You gotta get it together, man. You gotta get it together, bro.
What I said was,
Hey, you was alright 72 hours ago, man. I don't know what's going on. You need to get it together.
I told you for a fact, bro. All right.
Hey,
Y'all like that guy to go help my son.
look.
Cause when I get back,
Look, check this out. Check this out, man. Check this out before you boogie on down, man.
Yes, sir.
I feel like, man, as a whole, we do need to find a medium ground on how to unify, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if there are people out there that's watching this that feel like they share or hold the same views as you might have heard on the first video or even on this one tonight, because we just warming up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leave your email address down at the bottom in the comments, man. If you a man, bruh, and you feel like you relate to what's going on, man, and you feel like I need to be around some more brothers that think the same. If you want to build, leave your email address down there, man. Say, man, I want to build, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, hey, man, I'm digging what y'all talking about, man. I got some opinion too that I want to speak on. Leave your email address down there at the bottom, man, and say, hey, man, I want to voice my opinion on some things too.
Bring it on. Let's talk about
That's
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This, like I said, this show is designated for black men to build with black men. This ain't nothing against our sisters. This ain't nothing against nobody else. But we need to heal each other first. We need to be able to argue amongst each other and realize that we both right. Now, how can we put this shit together and make it work?
Yep.
We also need to get together. We also need to get together so people like me and other people with experience like me, especially King Drew over here, because that nigga will kick your ass. That hey, and I ain't talking about on no haymaker one hitter quitter shit, nigga. I'm talking about that nigga will kick your ass so bad you would be like Chris Tucker where he was like, which one of you niggas hit me? You don't know which way that shit came from, and you don't know which way the other shit came from. You just know your ass is getting whooped. Look, I see a video of this man getting low. This man will kick your ass unless you like me. You know, like if you got some animal in you, like I need you to have animal like my nigga. I need you to have animal in you like my nigga King, goddamn Drew, man. Drew will kick your ass, bruh. Drew will kick your ass, bruh. Bruh. I swear, bruh. Hold on, man. Y'all don't believe me, man. Hold on, man.
Oh, man.
Bruh. King Drew will kick your ass. You better hope that we don't ever unite and formulate a stealth squad. Drew gonna lead that motherfucker like Ninja Gaiden. Like goddamn, you seen that movie? What's that movie? Ninja Assassin? That's you.
Hey, man, I'm doing my best, man.
This man, I ain't never just, you know what? I know some great fighters. I'm talking about regular guys from the hood, bro. But I gotta say, you might be MMA ready.
Hey, I mean, I'm working on it.
Hey, as brothers, like we need to learn a martial art or some type of defensive art. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, man, like in the 60s, man, and 70s, they was big on kung fu and karate. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers knew how to bust iron, you know what I'm saying? They all was fresh and dapper, but they also knew how to put them hands on you in a way that you would, you ain't never seen this Chinese shit before I'm about to put on you, man.
But it's crazy because martial arts is a black thing.
Chinese... The Asiatic man. Hold on. You don't want to go Aboriginal, bro, with this Asiatic man conversation, bro.
It's about to get...
We can't go that deep, man. We can't go that deep.
You nigga, you know how
Hey, let me tell you something about them. Motherfuckers. Hey, them motherfuckers got the audacity to be mean to us over there in Africa while we working for them, trying to bully us and shit. You little ass niggas. Let me tell, hey. Yeah, these little ass niggas. Let me tell you, man. These little ass niggas got the audacity to be mean to us in Africa while we working up under their supervision, right? Like, hit you with a stick, man. Talk to you like a dog. Smack you, man. Hit you with the clipboard, man. Come over here to America with that shit. Bruh, Come over here to America with that shit, trying to be a supervisor and trying to act like you in Africa with that shit and see what that they're gonna get you,
They
boy.
know niggas about to beat the shit.
Beat the
You
shit.
see what Mayweather did to that Asian dude? You saw it. And
Bruh.
he was the greatest in their fucking country.
You know they gonna
He
get
was one of the top fighters. And Mayweather played with that boy like it wasn't
in,
shit.
in the first 5 minutes. That boy gonna get worse than what we talked about earlier when I was whooping King Khan ass every day until he got tired.
I don't know what I did.
Hey, just situationals, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what you did, it's why they won't let us be in the same room. You see what I'm saying? It's why we can't be in the same room with each other. It's because after me fucking you up after a few days, you know what I'm saying? You go bust her up the strip to be like, why we fighting, B?
All I know is why did it take my black ass a couple days?
Because your mind was still locked in.
Your
Your thing was to prove to Massa that I can beat him. I gotta earn his love back again. Because Massa was slapping you and cussing you out when you got to the bike.
Hey, boy.
You done lost him all this money, but you done won him so much before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Why need to go light skin? Hold on. Let me get in there. No, I have
He felt that. I know y'all felt that shit.
Hell
Boy,
yeah.
what the fuck?
That's real talk.
What you talking about?
That's real talk. Say, man. That's why they won't put us in the same room, bruh.
Gosh, damn.
You know, days of viciously whooping your ass.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna stop it, so you gonna figure out a way how to stop this. I don't wanna repeat time again like I'm Doctor Strange. You don't want to repeat the cycle again. You don't want to get up at 7 a.m. to an ass whooping.
I don't know. I got my ass whipped earlier in the show. They got brought back up.
Y'all crazy. But yo, dig this, man. The next show we gotta start leading towards more like what demands do we want as a people if we had the opportunity to lay it out on the table, man. And I don't want to hear that fuck shit like reparations. Bitch, how much is reparations, nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to get a mathematical number, nigga. And motherfucker, where you going? And motherfucker, how you gonna protect it when you get there, nigga? If you played any type of war game on a board game, bro, any land that you get that you don't get protected, somebody coming to seize that motherfucker and kill everybody on it and call it death.
Oh, you know.
Most definitely.
You know, it's crazy.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, this is just a game of life. You good money. Come on, King.
No, so you saying reparations. I'm glad you went there. You know, all just jokes aside, you know, we're having a good time. But seriously though, see, I was telling my mother, because my mom is a teacher at this Christian school down in Lafayette. It's a black neighborhood. So she told me about a year or two ago, 2 white women wound up working over there. I met one of the white women that worked there. And it's interesting to me when I met her how she is. She's trying to be hip and shit.
How they communicate with you?
Huh?
Yeah, how they communicate with you?
Yeah.
Yo, you want to hear something crazy?
Trying to be cool.
You want to hear something crazy? Yo, remember what you said, okay? Because I want you to go back to it. Bro, today, I got a client, right?
Uh-huh.
He from my hometown. When I first met him, he didn't know that, I didn't know that, right? He was a straight up and down professional.
Right.
Communicated with diction. and Clear Deliverance. You know, like he was a corporate American, right?
Yeah.
And I always talk to my clients like a man, straight up. You know what I'm saying? When he found out that we were both from the crib, his whole persona,
Yep. Switched up.
the way that he talked, the words that he chose to use. Hell, even the second time I saw him, he came in. He wasn't even had a button-up dress shirt on. This motherfucker came in and had a t-shirt on, and he was inked up like me, all over the motherfucking place. He from South Memphis. I'm from North Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So every time I see him, it's always love. But the whole time we communicating, it's like I'm talking to a wigger.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Instead of just being who you are, because I'm cool with that. But I know that this is a mask right here. And bruh, I'm old enough to tell your motherfucking ass that don't gain you no welcome or acceptance with me. That don't even get my door cracked for you.
Well, what if you being such a man? I love doing this. So what if you being such a man made him come to you correct the first time, and that wigger side is really who he is?
It might be.
He can't come to you and step correct because you a goddamn man.
Yeah, hey, let's get this shit correct.
I'll give him 2 years to
Let's
prove
get
that
this shit correct. Hold on. Let me correct you, young man. First off, I'm a motherfucking god, nigga.
Well, first of all,
okay.
You know what?
There you go.
Secondly, nigga. Hold on. Secondly, nigga, I got the blood of kings running through my veins.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a lost slave, but I'm looking hard and desperately for my freedom.
I can dig that.
Not only just for me, but for those that look like me. I always felt like racism was a sign of immaturity from the time I was, in elementary school. When I first learned about it. I remember when I was a kid, right? I remember when I was a kid, if you was black and you went to the store with your mama or with your grandmama, right? Or somebody, and your ass decided to cut up in there because she wouldn't get you what you wanted, she would fuck you up on the spot.
Straight up.
Right?
Oh my God.
But most of the time, when black kids was out in public, we was well disciplined because we already got the word before we get out the car. Don't touch shit, don't ask for shit, I ain't got shit.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And if you do any of those things I said don't do, I'm gonna fuck you up. We already done got the word right. But I remember being a child young and seeing a white kid pitch the fit in the store, and I'm talking about this bitch rolling over and over in the floor like a motherfucking gremlin. Hollering at the top of his lungs, kicking and yelling and waving. I'm talking about this motherfucker, goddamn, doing the fool. You hear me?
Yeah, mother, I don't care.
Yo, call a mama a bitch and everything. You know what I'm saying? They call her that because they heard daddy call her that at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, them white kids calling like they see it.
They learned that from daddy. Daddy been calling mama that.
You do what I say, mother.
You see what I'm saying? And then look at this here. So they say, motherfucker, we fucking up going to jail mode because that animalistic side in they motherfucking ass keep coming out every time they charge up under a full moon. But goddamn, they changed the law. Hey, you got to spare the rod now. You can't whoop your child no more or else you going to jail.
Man, ain't that amazing?
Hey, look what happened. Our children evolved into what they were. They still are. You know what I'm saying? They still let their kids run wild, you know what I'm saying? And grow up and talk shit how they want and blase. But look at our kids now. With the government assistance and shit, when women get pregnant on accident and shit like that, right? You got younger parents who ain't lived life that still trying to go to the club every chance they get, dumping their kids off right. That ain't growing up acting like adults, but not adults by far, right? Nobody's raising your kids. Grandma tired than a motherfucker, right? She just loving on the kids and feeding them, right? And can't wait till your motherfucking ass come get them. Cause man, these motherfuckers is a motherfucker. But I'm old now, so I need them to remember that I love them when I'm gone, type shit, right? Them kids growing up like weeds now. Now you don't even have a father in the house to James Evan your motherfucking ass. Cause you know we still have fathers in the house in the motherfucking 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And then they started withering away going into the 2000s and going into the motherfucking 2010s. They were damn near at the house completely. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like every woman around this bitch, nigga. If you in your motherfucking 20s, you gonna get skeeted in, get pregnant, nigga, and you gonna piss that nigga off because you don't know how to express your motherfucking self, and he gonna vamp. And that's heavenly in the eyes of the system. Yes, separation. We in control right now. Give that bitch a damn house or an apartment. You know what I'm saying? And give her some food stamps so she can feed her nappy head ass kids. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, why you at it? If she's smart enough to come down here, if she's smart enough to come down here and say she want child support, yeah, get her with a number big enough where that nigga can't even breathe out. So he gonna have to do some dumb ass shit so we can come and lock his ass up and get him up out of here for some good ass years. And yeah, she can go and do the same shit, get her hair done again, buy a nice ass outfit, and go right back to the club after she dropped them kids off at grandma's house and let somebody else knock them boots raw and repeat the cycle again.
You know, I gotta elaborate on this because
see why niggas need to think, man. Education is key, man. Prayer is the biggest thing over everything, you know what I'm saying? But education is key, man. You got to want to see. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't want to see until life has crushed them hard enough.
Hold up.
Don't wait to get crushed. Don't wait to get, go ahead, King Drew.
You remember what I was saying about education, right?
Right. Bring it on. Yeah. This the closer.
This right here. So close it off, baby. So education. A lot of us go to college to get an education, but we don't actually know what the word education means. Like the definition of education. So I'm gonna read the definition of education right now.
Let's do it.
The definition of education
Brace yourself.
is the process of receiving or giving this word I'm about to say is the key word. The process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university, a new system of public education. So let's go to this word systematic. What does the word systematic mean?
Structure.
The word
Base
systematic means, done or acting according to a fixed plan or system. Jesus. Let me see if I can say it right.
Methodical.
Systematic means done or acting according to a fixed plan or system. So when they say we are educated, so you got a certification.
Yo.
You have a certification of education. You are within our plans, you nigger.
Yo.
So thank you.
Yo. And this rewinds back to the beginning of the conversation when I was like, you proud of what a person says your certain ceiling of level of intake of education is. I mean, you can go so much more further. You let a certain height, doctorate's degree, right? be the ceiling. You let somebody dictate how much education you're allowed to take in, but what education has your curiosity caused you to do for yourself to go past those limits? Not much, I reckon.
So this is what us kings, us three kings are. We are smart. You know what the definition of smart is?
Break that down.
Having or showing a quick witted intelligence.
That's
So
plenty
we
of
pick
that.
up on the education that these people claim to have. We pick up on every detail of it. Like, we pick up every detail. That's wisdom. Being a smart human being is the wisdom of actually knowing exactly what these people are talking about. Because they you know, like, oh, I love when a so-called intellectual or I have a Harvard University. I'm from Harvard. I graduated from Harvard. I'm better than you are, you nigger. I'm black, but I'm better than you.
And guess what? And guess what? Our black asses will break your bitch back.
Shit.
Do you hear me? Our black asses will break your bitch back, bro. Because your analysis of intellect don't apply in the bedroom when it comes down to a black man.
Straight up.
And if we could get our mind off of that for a strong fucking minute.
Hey, I knew that was gonna get you. I knew that was gonna get you fired up. Yeah.
We gotta stop trying to fuck these women. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Look, man.
Say that. Say what you gotta say. Speak for him. Speak for it. Yeah. Yeah. Two can play this game. I know what's up. I know what's up, man. I know what's up. Straight like that. Straight like that. Yo, so check this out, man. This has been a dope ass show tonight, man. This is number 2. You heard me. This has been a dope ass show tonight, man. Yo, I want to say thank you to y'all for viewing, man. I want to say thank you to King Khan, my co-host, man, for again gunning with me today, man. This is another spontaneous event. Yo, also, I want to say thank you to King Drew for pulling up. Man, that Raging Cajun down there, man, hit us with some real today, man. And some good ass energy, man. Yo, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, so with that being said, before I get to my guy King Khan, man, would you like to say any closing remarks before you dip out, man? This man took a whole double shot. Before he had to say something. I wish y'all could see this. He falling all over. Hey, he the one that's out there in the jungle with the birds hollering and shit. He way out somewhere where the birds sing. When the last time you heard a bird sing, man? Think about that one. Think about life good down there, boy. Life, hey, it's peaceful. You talking about it's going down in Lafayette. The birds still singing out there. The goddamn birds still singing out there. You hear me? They ain't left. They ain't jumped in the air like, oh, they got up out of here. Oh, nigga, they ain't did that shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't did that. They still singing the same song out there, shit. Singing the same song, nigga. Okay, shit, okay. Oh, that nigga got shot. Oh, nigga, we ain't going nowhere. That wasn't good enough. Just like niggas. Niggas ain't going nowhere. Till we learn how to unify.
Yep. Shit.
With your fried food loving asses. With your Kool-Aid slurping asses. My ass too, nigga. I slurp the fuck out of Kool-Aid. Pause. Yeah.
Every now
Pause.
and then. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Yeah, I like the grape Kool-Aid.
But yo,
Yeah. So what?
yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, King Drew.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
Hey,
bro.
we're gonna have to do this again in the future, bro. We're gonna have to do this again in the future.
Absolutely, man. I'm here, bro.
Yeah, all
I'm
day.
here.
My man King Khan, what you gotta
Yes,
say before
Lord.
we shut the door?
Man, I'm glad everybody came in, motherfucking, kick it with us for another time, man.
I enjoy having a conversation with these brothers right here. This is
For me, I don't know if everybody else do their own reasoning or their reasoning for listening, but I do
This
this
way.
podcast because it always make me feel a certain type of way. See, even though Drew was here, I'm gonna say what I have to
Drew
say.
crazy. He rolling all over the place laughing, bro. He crazy. This man just rolling all over the place.
Y'all
Golly.
can't see Drew.
Y'all can't see Drew, but this man is out in the jungle rolling over all over the place, laughing. Drew, we gotta figure out how to get everybody to see you the next time you come, man, rolling all over like that. Hey, I'ma tell you, hey, this for the road.
I don't know why he can't talk.
Yo, this for the road. Drew will kick your ass. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's how we ended it all, man.
Yo.
Drew will kick
your ass, man. Hey. Hey, and with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love, man. And we'll be back soon, man. Hey, this tell somebody. Click like. Click share. Click the motherfucking bell, man.
Everybody.
Click the thing.
Shit.
Click the thing, man. It's going up higher than this next time. Going up higher than this next time, man.
TLC, what?
So yeah, peace, man. Appreciate y'all. 100.